Well, you guys know that I've got a soft spot, but also I've got immense respect for the players that built the leagues into what they are now and didn't get to reap the wild financial benefits. When we're watching guys in the NBA and Major League Baseball make $50 million a year, that as a career earning would have been staggering for a player 30 years ago. Staggering. 20 years ago, probably as well. This day and age of monster, insane salaries, I mean, NFL as well, has just got to make guys that used to play go, man, I was born in the wrong time. And so I have immense respect for the guys that came before. And Dave Parker is one of those guys. And he passed away this week, just yesterday at the age of 74. And that was a tough one. It's a tough one because he's been battling Parkinson's for a while, but because he had just finally been elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown and would be inducted this summer. So he missed the induction by, a month and a half. It's just gut-wrenching. But Dave Parker was the epitome of cool. And for as great of a baseball player as he was, and look, this is a guy that ultimately got into Cooperstown, his superpower was coolness. And I'm not sure there's many baseball players that are that way in today's society. So somebody young who's watching right now might go, well, there's no cool baseball players. There's cool basketball players. There's cool football players maybe, but I don't see cool baseball players, or at least I'm not familiar with any of them. Dave Parker was so badass. Dave Parker could hit a mile, could run like a demon, and had an absolute ridiculous throwing arm. On top of it, there is an infamous picture where he's smoking a cigarette in the dugout during a game. And he was part of the We Are Family 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates, who are just a collection of crazy personalities that just brought that entire city together. He also swung a sledgehammer in the on-deck circle to warm up for at-bats. Not joking. He would swing a sledgehammer. Imagine that today. You bring out a sledgehammer. And a guy that just took no guff. You know, management did not believe he was worth X number of dollars, and he said, screw off. I am. And now we're at war. And he just was as intense as you could possibly get, but boy, did he play hard. So hard. And when he felt like, you didn't understand him, it was time for me to go. And it was all business. And Dave Parker was a 7-time All-Star with 3 different teams. That's how talented he was. He went to the All-Star game 4 times in Pittsburgh, where the bulk of his career was. He won an MVP there. He won the World Series there. He was amazing. He won 2 batting titles there as well. Then went to Cincinnati and went to 2 more All-Star games. Then went to Milwaukee and went to another All-Star game. And then in 1989, in between there, won a World Series with the iconic Bash Brothers Oakland A's. He lived a baseball life. He was an incredible player. He was an incredible personality. And it's such a shame he was not alive on the day he finally got into Cooperstown. And that's forever going to have to weigh on the consciences of those voters that kept him out for a long time. And there was probably a couple of different reasons. He was involved in the mid-'80s drug trial in baseball, which roped in a couple of different big-name players. There was the contract disputes. There was feuds with the media. But at the end of the day, his credentials were overwhelming. He fell 288 hits shy of 3,000. That's a season and a half for a great player like him. That's not a lot. That's automatic enshrinement, basically. He deserved in. I'm glad he finally got in. I wish he could have seen it. R.I.P. to the Cobra, because is there another more badass nickname than the Cobra? Just a phenomenal player. Cool as cool can be. Much respect, much love. and RIP to an absolute legend.